Immersion brew. I don't do immersion brew much. And it's just something I just don't do. I know there was a phase when I used to buy a lot of gear and all that stuff, and I was trying to like really fall in love with immersion brew after the French press, but for some reason it just really wasn't my thing. I do like the filter version of this Bonavita. You can also get a clever dripper, but the thing about it is that on this day, this very day, my birthday, I just wanted to do it again. This is my third cup of coffee. And this time, I don't want to really worry about measuring things. I just wanted to have that freedom that most people have when they make a cup of coffee. It's that they don't really measure. They just put a couple scoops here and there, depending on how they feel. And they just go with it. See, I was thinking about the scale, but I was like, nah, let me not do that right now. Let me just more so just pour a cup of coffee, or in this case, pour the water over to the grounds of coffee and not measure. See where it goes. See how it tastes. It looks pretty cool, right? I guess I wanted a little bit more coffee, even though this is my third cup of coffee. Then I was thinking, should I agitate or shouldn't I? I was like, I want that full immersion, full body type of taste. So I went ahead and agitated the grounds. Sometimes I say grounds or grinds, you know what I'm talking about, but I went ahead and agitated the grounds. Just wanted that full body taste. I wanted to see if there was that much of a difference between the Mr. Coffee machine, the RUB60, and now this clever dripper type of device, immersion brew with paper filters. And I don't know how long I waited. I know it wasn't the full 4 minutes, but there was no timer, no need. Just kind of getting things set up and just getting ready for my cup of coffee. So draw down, come back, let it do its thing. Let it take its time, let the last bit of the water go through the grounds. Guess that's a little drip activation there, but it's all good. It's one of those things to where you're like, I'm just testing this out. I'm just playing with different instruments and tools. And I think that's part of it too. It's just like you want to get the best out of your coffee, but it's cool to have like all these different other ways to make coffee to see if it's that big of a difference. Yeah, it is, but for the most part, not that much. But I guess if I gravitate to the RUB60, I guess there is a more so bigger difference for me, that I just go to all the time, even though it's not as easy as it may seem. But this immersion brewer, this thing is pretty easy to use. Put the coffee in, probably agitate, don't agitate. Wait a couple of minutes, let it brew down. So, third cup of coffee on my birthday. What was I thinking about? I think I was thinking about life, things, how things have been going, how this YouTube channel has really given me something of interest and purpose to coffee again. Don't get me wrong, I'm so committed to coffee, roasting coffee and providing tips and tricks and learning from you all. But it's been pretty magical of like pushing myself, trying to understand why I'm doing the things I'm doing. And I do that every day, just thinking about it. But I guess this time on my third session of coffee, because this, as you see, is probably like a cup and a half, is that I was just there, just in the moment, trying to think of something, but also not trying to think of anything, a little meditation type of action. But yeah, I know the coffee was okay. I think it was more full body than what I remember. I know this was like an outcast type of coffee that I have, a little bit robusta inside of it, a little bit something else. And I wouldn't say it's soulless. I don't know if it has that much of a personality. There's no like real fruit flavors that come out in it. It's just dark roast black coffee that gives you more so like a pick me up if you feel that way. I was thinking about all the brew methods that I did use and all that stuff and how it compares, and they're slightly different, but still you still taste the essence of the coffee, which is cool. I think that's really cool. So yeah, I just sat there contemplating, thinking, wondering about that cup of coffee, wondering about my life as it is right now, and things that I want to do and things I want to get past me, and kind of just really get into the flow of things and things I'm looking ahead. It's just one of those times where you're trying to be present, but it's hard to be present. And as we do these things all the time, we lose track of like truly what's important. But it's all good. We have our moments. We have our times where we just think and contemplate and do. And other times we're just there, just trying to be as mindless as possible. And I think I was fighting all of that all together, as I guess typically do. But it's time that we just let it be what it is, and then just see for what it is, I guess. Talk to you later. Bye.